In this video, I'm going to share with you exactly how to stop getting ghosted by potential clients. In fact, I used this exact strategy to sell over $1 million worth of coaching and courses before turning 30. Before I learned what I'm about to share with you, I'd have a great call with a potential client and they'd tell me they just needed to think about it and they'd follow up with me via email. But then days later, I still wouldn't have heard from them and I would have to keep following up with them via email only to hear nothing back. So what do you do to avoid this happening to you? When you're on the call with a potential client, it's the end of the call and they told you, this sounds good, I just need to think about it. Here's what you say. That's not a problem. Happy to have you think about it. In fact, I think that's a good idea. Let's get a call on the calendar tomorrow so that we can check in and figure out our next steps. If they're not free tomorrow, that's okay, but we want to keep the time between calls as close as possible so that you don't diffuse the energy that you've built and the excitement that you've built on the call. Once you've gotten a call on the calendar, you say, great, we'll meet at the same Zoom link that we met at today, or I'll call you at the same number I called you at today. Does that work for you? They say yes. Now here's the key. Don't end the call here. We want to figure out what they want to think about between the two calls. It's easy for someone to say, oh, I just need to think about it, and then they don't have to make the decision or they don't have to do any mental labor to actually assess whether they want to work with you. And the truth is, they're probably not going to think about it between the first call and the second call. But you've given them some psychological safety by saying, you don't have to make a decision today. We have that second call on the calendar. So now you can ask them, out of curiosity, what is it specifically that you need to think about? This will help surface some of their concerns and you can coach them through it whether or not you get on that second call. I've had times where we scheduled the second call and I still enrolled the client in the first call. I just needed to work through that objection of I need to think about it. If they still can't arrive at a decision, no need to push them. We have that second call lined up. And this way, you're not going back and forth via email. If we haven't heard yes or no on the first call, if it's a maybe, we're booking that second call before the first call is over. What if you've already messed this up and you have a few clients who you haven't heard back from and you're trying to reach out to them via email, but you don't want to seem needy? Or what if you forget to do this in the future and end up in the same place? Well, there's actually a little trick I use for this and it's called the magic email. I learned this from Kai Davis and it's very simple. All you do is reply to the email that they haven't responded to and say, since I haven't heard back from you on this, I'm going to assume your priorities have changed. That's it. When you send this, you'll often get a response back very quickly because the person realizes, hey, I've actually dropped the ball on responding to this person. So the directness and the bluntness is important. They'll either say, you're right, it's not a priority for me, or I've decided to go a different direction. I'm sorry that I didn't follow up. This way you can close the loop in your brain. You don't have all the mental weight of the people who might become clients in the future. Or they'll say, no, I'm still interested. I've just been busy. Can we hop on a call, or I have this question or concern? If you keep hearing objections like, I need to think about it, I want to talk to my partner, or I don't know if I can afford it right now, there might be something deeper going on, and following up or booking a second call isn't always enough. So watch this next video to learn what might be happening and how to fix it.